Hey guys, Simone Boyce here at Next Gen Video Games in Los Angeles, and I'm here hanging out with a 4 Tanks and a Healer producer, Marisa Zakaria, and we are both rocking our new 4 Tanks and a Healer shirts. What? I'm so honored to be wearing this. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Your shirt's a lot cuter than mine, but it's got the same logo.
All that matters is this guy right here, 4 Tanks. Where did this idea come from, this concept to create this series?
I have to give all the credit to Larry Longstreth, the writer, director, actor in it. I think that we're all big geeks at heart and have all played the online games, and also, Nintendo and all the I guess I'm dating myself now, Nintendo. Wow. So it just kind of evolved from that, and knowing that we wanted to do something animated because that's our passion and what we do best. So we said, why not do a video game with the players in the video game, but then also hearing about their lives on the outside of the video game. So that's how it evolved.
And were there any specific games that you guys drew from to create the series?
Oh, definitely. I mean, Lord of the Rings Online, World of Warcraft, all those games that you can play online. I think that we've played just about every single one of them.
How did you guys kind of create these characters? Where did these characters come from? Because, I mean, even in just 2 episodes, we're able to really get to know them, and they're really fun characters.
Well, I think, we just tried to be real with it and say, okay, who are the people that we know that play online, and let's really evolve their characters. Now, for instance, the one character, I'm not going to say because I don't want to give anything away, but the one character that is really shocking at like 8 minutes and 35 seconds in episode 1. Well, that one kind of evolved because we originally had me playing that character, and then we said, wouldn't it be funny if we kind of reversed sexes and had somebody else play that character, and me played Redbeard. So that's what we ended up doing with that character, and we thought it would be very funny, and we thought that it would be kind of clever, and actually probably what people do in those online games to get more stuff.
What kind of research did you personally have to do to kind of immerse yourself in the character Redbeard?
Let's just say I didn't have to do much research, because I think that we all are in tune with the characters, and we're all in tune with people that do play those characters. So it was basically just stereotyping what I thought that person would be and kind of going with it. And the best part about voiceover work is that when you're in the booth, you don't have to worry about what you look like. You just kind of go 120% at that character and then worry about, editing later. So it was pretty awesome.
So tell me about working with Mark Dusky. How did he kind of get attached to this project?
Okay, well, it's an interesting story. Larry, I know I'm going to get this wrong, but it's because I'm third-hand knowledge here. But Larry was in LA about 5 or 6 years ago, and they were eating dinner at some restaurant. Well, the restaurant caught fire, so the firemen came and kicked them out of that restaurant. So they ended up going to a Chinese restaurant close by, and Larry's in the booth with his brother Aaron, and he's like, I know that voice. He gets up, goes over. It's Mark Dusky. Well, of course he knows the voice because he's seen Lord of the Rings behind the scenes so many times. He recognizes his voice, goes, Mark, I recognize your voice from behind the scenes Lord of the Rings. Here's my demo reel and stuff I've done. Mark watches it, falls in love with the stuff, and becomes Larry's mentor. So then fast forward 2 or 3 years, we're making 4 Tanks and a Healer. We present the idea to Mark. Mark's like, hey, go out and make it happen. He was our first investor. He was our first, second or third producer. And then we just kind of made it happen, and he's loves it and has been with us ever since. How
are your gaming skills outside of, your character?
My gaming skills aren't that great, I have to admit. I'm just not really good. I mean, I will say, though, I kicked butt when I used to play Nintendo, like old school.
Me too.
Nintendo, that with the cartridges, and you stuck them in the gray thing.
And you had to blow on them whenever they got dirty and they didn't work anymore. And then sometimes you'd have to stick a knife in there and jam it in there.
I so remember that. And so, Zelda, Super Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt. I know that's not, but it was awesome. Mortal Kombat. Just all the old school games are probably still my favorite. Even though I know the graphics and stuff is better with the new gaming systems and the new games, there's nothing like old school Zelda.
Where can people check it out if they haven't seen it yet, besides on Torrent?
You can check it out on 4reels.com. That's the number 4, REELZ.
Well, we've had a great time hanging out here at Next Gen Video Games, talking about 4 Tanks and a Healer, geek outs, video games, and everything in between. Until next time, guys, see you on Torn.